I thought this was supposed to be about stocks. Where?
Put me on CNBC. Better yet, put the Hit the Bid crew on CNBC because we've been making great calls for years now. Now, I just want to talk about one thing right now because, well, not only did I call the flash crash and the bottom of GMCR and the bottom of FSLR, and just as early as a couple of days ago, we got you involved in SHLD, and should we even mention HLF long at $26.50 and the $30 calls at 20 cents, and then rolling those into the $35 calls? But we won't even talk about that because the topic of today is the Apple computer. We made a video around the time where Apple was coming out with their new iPhone, and at the same time the stock was hitting around $700, and a company that I have grown to know and love. And as Warren Buffett says, buy what you know. My kids have every Apple product there is known to man. I am broadcasting live right now on an Apple computer. I have an Apple MacBook. I have the Mini. I have everything you could ask for. And then one day they came out with the new iPhone. I went to investigate it, and I noticed that the Map app that I have come to know and love was not on the phone. Right there. Sell the stock and go short. Why? Because here we have a stock trading at cult-like status. Sure, it's a great company, but remember, it's just a retailer. They sell stuff that everybody likes, and it's pretty damn cool, but it's a retailer. And Apple has come to control the universe. Apple's a stock that the market now revolves around. The market cannot go up or down without Apple doing something. The halo effect, other stocks gravitate. As Apple goes up, they go up. As Apple collapses, they go down. It got to a point where it was actually kind of nerve-wracking. It was kind of upsetting to me that the QQQ was trading basically as Apple would trade, and I did not like that. I wanted the weighting of Apple Computer to be less. So I started to root against Apple. But what it really came down to was this Map app. Take away my Map app was strike number one. And when you have a stock trading at such perfection, with such cult-like status, with such godlike qualities, one misstep is all you needed. So I suggested to sell your stock. If you need documented proof, go watch the videos from September how I was talking about this is the end for Apple. Maybe I'll get my client one day to come on and he'll give you documented proof or verbal proof, if you will, because he'll never show his account to anybody. But I told him, now's a good time to get out of your Apple. And he said to me, but didn't you just say the stock was going to 1,000? Now you're telling me to sell? And I told him at 620, I said the stock could go to 1,000. But at 700, now I'm saying it's time to sell and go short. And he asked me, why? Why such the drastic turnaround? I said, because we have finally misstepped. I am no longer 100% convinced that this company should rule the world because I've taken my goddamn Map app away. Yes, that's what it came down to. And whether it just be the Map app catastrophe, or maybe the stock had finally run its course, or is it just the fact that a guy like me who has bought every new product that Apple has put out finally said to myself, I am done. I don't need an iPad mini. The iPad was small enough in itself. I do not need a smaller version of what is already small. To me, that was just a cry for help. They run out of ideas, so let's just make something smaller and repackage it and sell it. Bullshit. They've taken a phone that has no weight, which kind of upsets me. Some people like the fact that it's that light. To me, it doesn't feel like it's anything. It kind of makes me worried. Don't like it. Don't like it, the new operating system. It wasn't working well with my other products. Their seamless world suddenly had a glitch. And that glitch is all I needed to suggest to my client to get the hell out. Now, I'm going to toot my own horn, of course, but I'm going to toot a bigger horn right now for my boy Walkin' Talkin', my partner in crime. HitTheBid.com, it's not just me, it's my partner, Mr. Walkin' Talkin'. You know him on the internet. Does walking almost as good as I do. It's crazy. Trades stocks. He's a mastermind. And, of course, we have our boy Solid Jello and, of course, our friend Zach. Put us on CNBC. Put us on CNBC. So if you want that documented proof, I want you to Google right now why I shorted Apple at 674. I believe the name of the article is. And I will post a link at the bottom of this page. Why I shorted Apple above 674. iPhone 5 priced in ? And that'll get you to the article, and it'll show you why we all believed Apple had a chance to pull back to around 585. 550, I didn't think it'd get back to 500, but the market always tends to overshoot up and down. So that's where we are. Put us on CNBC. Give us a shot. Let the common folk sitting in their bedrooms at home give us a shot to have our voices heard. Put us on CNBC. Give us a 12 to 1 o'clock in the morning show for all the knuckleheads that are up in late night that can't sleep getting ready to trade the next day. Put us on CNBC. And we'll talk about why we liked FSLR and GMCR and SHLD and HLF and US Steel and MCP and all the other stocks that we've been killing it on, and the APKTs and the Apollo groups. Again, jumping way ahead of myself, what you need to do right now is become a part of our family. Put us on CNBC.